Okay, guys, so it's been about 15 20 minutes now, and I just got my first deal of the season. Nice doe, and I can say I'm pretty happy. When she comes out, she had a nice 8 point buck with her, and sadly I couldn't get him today because it's still muzzleloader season. I can only shoot does, but hopefully he's still in here come Saturday, the opening of rifle season. And yeah, I have a trail camera out still. Hopefully we got some good pictures of him. I'll post them. I'll show those later in the video. And maybe another doe walk out. But so yeah. Okay, so it's been about an hour and a half since I shot my doe. And I've had a deer in front of me blow non-stop for about a minute, about 2 or 3 minutes. I had a deer behind me on this light line blow for about another 5 minutes. And between that, my coffin, and this doe laying out here, I wasn't expecting to see anything else. And all of a sudden, I see some movement at the edge of the woods, and a young 8 point walks out. Tall 8 point, nice basis. And he's about maybe 2, maybe 3.5 years old. And and what shocked me was not that he came out, but where he came out. He comes out maybe 5 yards in front of the doe, where she's laying. He comes out, kind of browses on acorn for about a minute or so. Then he leaves, comes back. This time, he comes out right next to the doe. Comes out, sniffs on her, looks at her, walks past her, comes in, starts grazing on acorns and stuff again. And he stays in about maybe 2 or 3 minutes and just casually walks back towards the doe, looks at her, sniff on her, and walks off again. And I've never seen something like that. I've heard stories from my dad and my grandpa about how they've had deer come in and fight. They've killed bucks, and it starts raining. They come back after the rain stops, get in the stand, and another buck is fighting their dead buck. I've heard stories like that. I've heard where deer will come out and try to breed a dead doe or something like that. But I've never actually seen something like that in person, like ever. And honestly, I'm quite surprised that I'm still seeing deer. Between her busting me earlier before I shot her, me shooting, my coffin, and the deer on either side of me blowing, I'm surprised I saw him. And that's a good sign, because the last 2 years we've had bucks on camera, and we have mature bucks on camera, and none of them ever showed up. They either became nocturnal, or they moved off our property. And to see one big mature buck on his feet in the daytime, early morning, with a doe is amazing to me. I'm ecstatic. And to see a young buck with that much potential early in the morning on his feet, I'm excited. I'm pumped. I'm ready for rifle season to kick off. And I really hope that that young buck survives another year or so, so I can see how much he grows. I want to see exactly how much potential he has, because right now his rack is beautiful. It's a nice bronze, like a nice bronze kind of color. He's got huge bases, and I'm talking about they go straight up. His brow time is already or as long as my index finger, and he's only 2, maybe 3 years old. So I can only imagine what he'd look like at 3, at 4 or 5. He shoot maybe even 6 years old. So I'm gonna try to get back quiet, and hopefully something else walks out.